In this latest instalment of our romantic road trip, the Muppet decides to ignore road signs.
Houston, we have a problem. No, you can't move the signs and drive through.
Why?
No.
We meet confused but friendly local people. I still believe the romantic road is a road of churches.
We meet German white van man.
This van seems to think he owns the entire road.
And Nicky's now fluent in German road signs.
Romantic Straße. This way.
We continue this trip from Worthington to Dinkelsbühl, a chance to see some amazing sights on the road and ask ourselves, is the romantic road actually romantic?
Or just the most overrated road in Europe?
As we awoke and the sun glistened, Nicky informed me that today was a special treat for me. We were going to see a castle.
This was not just any old castle, this was Harburg Castle, another jewel on the romantic road.
At last, that is what we've come to see.
I don't know if we'll be able to get parked, but that is the castle that I want to go and have a proper look at. Wow.
And that sort of makes the romantic road drive almost worth it, doesn't it?
Yes. When you're presented with a view like that.
However, with two signs to follow, one for buses, one for cars, I opted to follow the car sign. Muppet. Okay, so we came down this road, which is, as you can see, extremely narrow. And
Sat-nav said we could, but we decided that we shouldn't.
And
I think was the right move.
it will take us up this road, which is not very wide at all.
And it's not one way either.
It's not one way, it's two way, and we're now going to walk it in hyperlapse. It's another church building though, castle type thing. Where again, they built it on a hill.
And castles are always built on hills.
Yeah, but
Strategically.
But they should have known that I was going to come and visit later and built it down the bottom of the town so we
maybe-
wouldn't have to walk all
Well,
the
maybe
way
they
up there.
didn't want you to come and visit. Maybe that's why they built it on hill, to defend themselves from you and your visit.
Yeah. Pretty impressive though. We're going to go in.
Yeah.
We're not here to be tour guides. That really isn't our bag. But this place really didn't disappoint us.
We do love a bit of history, and this castle dates back to 1150, so there was plenty of history here for us to explore. Although challenging for us to get to in our big motorhome, it stands on top of a hill, great for defensive purposes.
Oh, right. Now I get it.
One of the best preserved castle complexes in southern Germany, it has survived numerous sieges, battles and wars. It's now operated by a charitable organisation and entry was only €3.50 each. However, we did have to pay cash. A lot of Germany you will find that cash is king and cards are not always accepted. With stunning views across open countryside.
I do have to say, this place was definitely worth a visit.
Then I miss him too. Then my heart beats to die again. If all
So if you are out this way, make sure you add it to your trip. But don't go through the town in a motorhome. Use the bus route. The bus route is wider for wide vehicles like motorhomes.
making sure nothing owns me or breaks into my soul. I really
As we left the castle, we headed off toward Nördlingen. And I have to say, at last, the romantic road started to look actually quite romantic. To be fair, I was starting to fall in love.
Yes, but falling in love with yourself doesn't really count, does it?
설명할 수 없는 공허함에 언제부턴가 슬픈 기억만 찾고 해질녘에 비워진 서의 술잔.
But don't worry, Muppetry was round the corner.
Houston, we have a problem. We ain't getting through there, babe.
No, but I'm just now trying to work out how we are going to turn around.
There's a bit of a track there, and there was a bit of a track just before that sign.
And the road that's less wide.
You're going to have to reverse all the way back. There was a little bit of a track just on my side, and there was a little bit of a track before that sign. No, you can't move the signs and drive through.
Why?
No.
At this point, the only solution that I could think of was to get my drone up and have a look around. Just because I had a drone, really.
But with some nifty manoeuvring and excellent motorhome driving, we were soon back on the road.
The only question was, how many disasters would we avoid on this next stage of the journey? Was there to be any more? Another town? What's this one called?
This is Nördlingen,
Nördlingen.
medieval walled city.
And where are we parked?
We are parked on a free car park.
We have been here before though.
We have been here before, that's how I know it's got walls you can walk around, and then a very nice inner town as well.
If you're enjoying our trip down the romantic road, or the road of 1,000 churches, make sure you stay subscribed, because in another video we'll give you our favourite towns and our favourite places to visit with some great new content. In the meantime, let's keep going.
Make this go away. I need a top shelf drink to set me straight, and a little bit of honey to make this go away.
Of course, me being a man of culture, I could see this place had a fountain. Oh, and a church. A big church. But hold on, it's more than that.
Move over, Muppets. Nördlingen is renowned for being built inside a 15 million year old meteorite crater which is 25 kilometres wide. It has fully intact walkable 14th century city walls, and it is known as a diamond clad town as it contains millions of micro diamonds embedded in its medieval stone structures.
Oh, go you. Back on the road, and the road started to get a little bit tasty. These so much so the locals just looked at us a bit odd, but I do like to wave to them and see what happens. There you go. Hello, mate.
After finding out how narrow the roads actually were, it's no surprise we were being stared at. These little German towns kept coming one by one, each one more beautiful than the previous one.
And of course, every one of them had its own church, or two.
And if you think there's trouble when you go wrong in a motorhome, just try this.
I don't know what's happening, but this doesn't look like a road we should be on. So we need to let this car come through.
Lorry's going.
And we might have to do the same as the lorry.
What's the lorry going to try and do? He's not going to swing around there, is he?
I don't know.
On getting around the corner, I realised why the lorry had changed his mind. However, what I wasn't to know was once again, I'd been put on the wrong road.
Stop complaining, the signs are just easy to miss.
Well, they are when you're looking for them. Anyway, let's carry on.
After several more miles of beautiful scenic driving, we found this little gem.
It's just another insane place. I mean, look at this place.
With the help of a nice German guy, we managed to bag the last space on the air. Wasn't necessarily the prettiest of stellplatz we've ever stayed at, but there was a pizza shop nearby. And for €8 a night, even I couldn't complain. So welcome to Dinkelsbühl.
I'd had nicer views when I'd woken up in the morning, but hey, next time
we get to visit my favourite city on the romantic road.
and I bet you it's got a church.
The Muppet dives into more chaos. You'd think he knows better after 22 years with a camper.
You look a bit wet.
Muppet moment. That's all coming up on our next episode as we continue up the romantic road.
So make sure you bang that bell to follow us on the final leg of our trip.
And if you haven't done so already, make sure you're subscribed. And also, if you've liked this video, give it a like. It means a lot. Drop a comment. That means even more. And do us a favour. Hit that hype button because YouTube loves that apparently.
Bye for now.